same crap every time. The fall guy, always number one, is the manager, and then it will go to the directors. No, it doesn't go to the directors. It doesn't go to the manager. It goes to the snake's head. Now, when everyone pushed out the narrative, snake's head, cut off the snake's head, that was myself. That's where it comes from. I said, cut the snake's head off. Now all you little sheep want to follow suit. By all means, use my terminology. It just shows me that you watch what I'd say. You watch me, and that's cool. That's great. I don't want your praise. I don't need anyone's praise. I don't give a fuck. But just know where it comes from. Know where it comes from. Yeah? And the reality is, they know where it comes from. The ownership know. The hierarchy know. Everyone knows behind the scenes, bruv. Yeah? Maresca is a yes man. Winstein and Stewart are yes man, because they were all put there as pawns and yes man tools by the ownership to just allow their model. The model's the gaffer. Stop bringing up directors and managers. Are you that fucking stupid? You must be. You're stupid or bull. It's one or the other. It's one or the other. And it absolutely rattles me. Yeah? You're exposing yourselves. Every one of you out there, you're all exposing yourselves, bruv. Yeah? And brick by brick. Yeah? Brick by brick. Taking it all down. Yeah? Taking it all down. Listen, we got fucking wrong-uns in the fan base going that Bowley's Roman on steroids, yeah? I'm hearing all sorts of shit, all right? But Bowley's steroids has literally shriveled up our big daddy London dick, all right? That's firing trophy vasectomies, yeah? Because anyone promoting this and trying to disrespect Don Roman, who, by the way, today was celebrating, the anniversary of winning the Club World Cup. What have these clowns done in 3 years so far? 3 years, 6 gaffers, no trophies. Well done. Great. Let's add in the 1.5 billion. Let's add in all the PR. All right? So, let me tell you something. Let me explain something to you in simple terms, yeah? All right? Because everyone's saying now the narrative is, all right, oh, a protest ain't going to do nothing. Yeah? A protest ain't going to do nothing. Didn't do anything for the Super League, no? Oh, but the owners, they can't leave for 10 years. Who told you that? Where have you read that? On Sky News? On the Times, the Finance? Bloomberg? From all Toothpick Jacobs, Matt Law, the Athletic? Is that where you've heard it, yeah? And you trust them, yeah? If you trust them, that's like you marrying Lily Phillips and trusting her to cook you a lovely home-cooked meal without a glazed donut, yeah? You understand me? Where's the evidence, yeah, that they can't sell in 10 years? Because there ain't no evidence. And the Glazer clause is about protecting debt on the club. Roman left us 1.5 billion debt free. So let me mud you wrong-uns that think that a protest ain't going to do nothing and get them out, and that because they can't sell for 10 years. Let me educate you, because a lot of these people, yeah, I just think they're just absolutely naive, bruv, gullible, or bought. Yeah. Let me explain to you something. When the owners took over Chelsea Football Club and bought it off Roman, they bought it with BlueCo. BlueCo is the company that owns Chelsea, but it doesn't just own Chelsea. Yeah? And what they have gone and done is basically, brick by brick, dissected every asset at Chelsea and made it a separate company under the umbrella of BlueCo. The consortium names are under BlueCo. But, for example, Clearlake's assets, yeah? Clearlake's assets are not attached to BlueCo. Eldridge's assets are not attached to BlueCo. And Guggenheim's assets and Wise Foundation assets are not attached to BlueCo. Their companies are, but not their assets. Which makes me land the facts, yeah? They spent 1.5 billion because that was the 1.5 billion that they left Chelsea debt free. It's not about Chelsea Football Club, whether they're debt free or whether they're in debt. It doesn't make a difference. Let me explain to you how the game works, yeah? All right? Everything's under BlueCo. The car park's got its own company. The club itself, Strasbourg's got its own company ownership under BlueCo. All right. The hotels, the 2 hotels, the Cobham training ground, the women's team, all the properties that they bought, the mansions and all that, all the trademarks, everything's separated, yeah? And then these names from the consortium are on these separate businesses, okay? So you've got one main business and many businesses underneath that umbrella. All right? What they are doing, and this is genius, but this is how equity merchants and hedge fund merchants work. This is how they operate, yeah? What they are doing is not building the value of Chelsea Football Club. They're building the value of BlueCo as a company and all its assets. And they're dividing all their assets, so they still own all their assets, and Egboehly owns the majority, which is like, 62% with Clearlake, yeah? If there is a binding agreement that they can't sell for 10 years, then it's very, very simple, Bright Sparks, yeah? Let me educate you. In the world of business, these clowns haven't tied themselves down to a 10-year Glazer clause or a 10-year lock-in. Their consortiums ain't locked in. BlueCo is locked in. They're a company, BlueCo. They can sell BlueCo and hand it over to a new owner, and that new owner can run all the assets underneath. If they're sold, every single asset that is, they can run each asset. And Chelsea Football Club is one of those assets, one of those companies and holdings. These clowns have chose using BlueCo to run our football club the way they're running it, because they're not interested in winning. They're interested in making profits and increasing every company and asset and profits within those companies to make BlueCo the company overall worth more than Chelsea Football Club. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? If you understand what I'm saying to you, it means that they can sell BlueCo, because BlueCo will remain with the agreement with Roman Abramovich for those 10 years, bruv. Yeah? And the one thing that they do not own under BlueCo is the CPO, the Pitch and Chelsea Football Club name, which is why they trademarked the name Chelsea and the Chelsea and the logo with LDN to call us the LDN Stadium and Chelsea, and relocate and build that, and that will be a separate company under BlueCo as a separate asset. So what they have done is broken up every single asset under the umbrella of Chelsea Football Club to make more companies, including they will have the shares, they will have the stock market, and they'll have shares for every individual company, and they'll make money on that. It's a hedge fund. And you're telling me they can't sell? They are image obsessed. They have a lot of investors. They have a lot of portfolio, a lot of big players in their portfolio, but their portfolio and their assets are not attached. They're institutions. They're not attached to BlueCo. That's why they're not putting their hands in their pocket. And that's why we are now a sell to buy club. Yeah. Ain't no one going to tell you this. Ain't no one going to say this. But the only way we can get these clowns out is by them selling the company BlueCo, which is what they want, which is why they're going to fight for ownership. Vivid Seats is not part of BlueCo, and it's not part of Chelsea. Or is it part of BlueCo? Because Eldridge is under BlueCo, but it's not an asset. It's not attached as an asset. It's just the face. You can't, right? You're selling the names. Egboehly, Wiz, Bowley, Mark Walters, all these guys, Feliciano. All you're going to do is change the name ownership when you sell BlueCo, but BlueCo still remains with all the assets. This is how you land the minerals, bruv. Yeah? That's how you land the minerals, bruv. Yeah? Ain't no one telling you that. Everything is premeditated. Everything they've done, and they're ahead of schedule. However, they're not ahead. What has ruined their whole process right now? What has ruined their whole process is what? Vivid Seats being exposed, because that is a huge monetary injection for not only their BlueCo, but for all other Premier League clubs and American-owned clubs, and they want to monopolise. And now you've got Live Nation on the sleeve. They want to get into the concerts and entertainment, Hollywood and all that jazz. Bruv, everything is part of their BlueCo pyramid. Everything is in that pyramid. Everything. They can sell the club. Fact. Absolute fact. And that proves my point. No billionaire ties themselves in for 10 years without knowing what the future holds. And this is why they haven't tied themselves in. But they've used the PR to manipulate you into believing that they're locked in so that you have to accept everything that they do and implement our football club to destroy it. They burn blue, we bleed blue. Let's have it right. Fuck off, Boehly, Egboehly, Feliciano. I've got you, bruv. I've got you where I want you, bruv. Yeah? You ain't conning me, bruv. I'm the realest, bruv, in the game. No one can touch me. No one. No one can touch me, bruv. I'm telling you now, yeah? And now we're getting broadcasted by, who is it? Big up to Gunny. Let me tell you. Let me get it. It is by, who put it up? The Independent, of course. Champions League final could be held in the United States as UEFA I New Deal because they want to do what Boehly first recommended, didn't he? He told everyone, we want to bring football to the world. We want to increase revenue. They're all in it together. It's a three-ring circus for a reason. Yeah. They've all got their roles to play. So anyone telling me the protests ain't going to do nothing, you don't know what you're fucking talking about. You haven't got a clue. Yeah? And right now, you're making it look very, very sus that you don't want to land it for what it really is. What you're scared of. What's everyone scared of? Their benefits, channels. What? Who gives a fuck? Yeah? No one's speaking this narrative. And like no one was speaking the narrative, the true narrative, when I was speaking it over 2 years ago, they're all starting to talk it now, aren't they? Yeah? Everyone's starting to speak like a Johnny Minerals now. And they use the PR to hide the reality and the truth. Explain to me, why is like the NFL Super Bowl not in England? But we're going to play a Champions League European competition with European clubs in America. Why? Because it generates more money, more revenue. That's what it's all about. The fabric, the pyramid of football, they want to change it. And these owners we got our football club are the beachhead and streamline for it. And they are using our football club as the headquarters. And until you understand that, I don't know what to tell you, bruv. Yeah? I don't know what to tell you. They are a cancer to our football club. They're a cancer to football. Yeah? They're an outright cancer, bruv. And it needs to be prevented. It needs to be stopped. And Chelsea supporters need to understand that we have the power. We have the power because we're the landlords. You know, we've got a lease, the CPO. We lease the pitch and the name Chelsea to these clowns. Let's rank that up, shall we? Let's increase that lease. Let's charge them fucking 5 billion for it, the wankers. Yeah? Let's do that. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm surgical with this bitch. You know that, yeah? Everyone smash the like button. Everyone hit the subscribe button. I've got a funny feeling we're getting attacked on here. And do you know what's funny? Do you know what's funny? You know what's funny? Do you know what I like the most? It doesn't stop me. I don't stop. It doesn't stop, yeah? Salute to our Don Roman Abramovich, the GOAT owner, the OG, yeah? All right? Mikel said he's not happy. He's not happy with his baby, and his baby is taken from him. I'm not surprised, because look at the state of it, and look who's taking it over, and look what they've gone in. Why do you think Roman put a debt protection clause on the football club, right? Why do you think he's done that? Because he knows how Americans move. He knows exactly what they're about. He's a Russian oligarch, bruv. He knows exactly what the Americans are, what their agenda is. It's to milk anything for a pound note, bruv. Anything for a pound note.